Hello, friends. I'm just seeing if you can see me or not. Here I am. So, welcome to my YouTube channel today. I am Karina Chen with Karinastamps.com, and you're watching on my channel called Karina's Creations, mainly because I haven't switched everything over yet, and everybody joined Karina's Creations, so I thought I would just keep everybody here. So, thank you for joining me today. We'll see if anybody is watching live or if it's just going to be a replay. It's my first YouTube live, so I'm not quite sure how this is going to work. I was having problems with Facebook, so I thought that I would do this today. So I'm curious to see what is going to happen. If you're here, you can leave me a comment. I believe you have to be signed in to Gmail through your YouTube in order to leave comments. So if you're here, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going and we can all watch the replay later. So today I'm going to share some really fun cards with you. We're going to play with flowers. Who doesn't love flowers? And we're using the Flowering Fields Designer Series paper. But before I get into that, I think I'm just going to make a few quick announcements. So I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I've been doing this for about 15 years now, which is pretty fun. Oh, I see someone is coming on. I see Leona's here. Hello, Leona. I'm so glad you found me. At least I know this is working. You gotta laugh when you try something new, right? Isn't this fun? And I see Karen's here. Hello, Karen. Welcome, welcome. So I'll just say hi as people are jumping on. Like I said, brand new. So, if you're watching this as a replay, just zip forward all my chatting. Okay, so something exciting is happening tomorrow with Stampin' Up. So tomorrow, Stampin' Up, if you're a demo, you get to see the brand new catalog. Oh, I see Margaret's here too. Margaret Ann, hello, welcome. So tomorrow we get to see the brand new catalog. So this one here is going to be retiring, and it doesn't retire until May the 4th. However, they're going to have a whole bunch of stuff going on sale tomorrow, and I think it starts at 1 o'clock. So if anybody is really interested in getting anything, you can, instead of just emailing me, let's see, you could go to karinachin.stampinup.net. The hostess code is KKE494GR. Anybody who orders $60 will get a gift. Anybody who orders $100 can choose product up to $10. I've been giving ink pads lately, just to give you a little thank you gift. Plus, you can get card kits. All my classes are free with an order, so if you want a card kit, you can do that too. So I'll be doing another live tomorrow. It may be, I set up a new Facebook page. It could be in there. Who knows? Anyway, I'm just so happy to have you guys here. Another thing that's going on with Stampin' Up! Is we have maybe I'll just go down here so you can see, we have the Waves of the Ocean promotion right now. So the stamp set and dies are rolling over into the new catalog. However, the beautiful Designer Series paper is not rolling over. So if you like it, I highly recommend that you get it now, along with the Rhinestone Gems and the blue foil. And this is a card we made last night at my card class. So all my card classes are done through Zoom. They're all virtual. You can take a card class if you live anywhere in Canada. And you can order products through me as well, but cute little fancy fold. And this was using the Stripes and Splatters embossing folder. Doesn't that look like water? Anyway, the cards are so beautiful, made with this paper. You don't have to do a lot, and I thought it coordinates with a lot of our kind of sea critters that we have, because we have a whale, we had an otter with Celebration. If you didn't get the otter, tell me, because I've got some extra ones here. How did this get in here? Let's put that away. Anyway, we've got lots and lots of sea critters to play with. So I see some more people are jumping on. Good, it's all my friends. I'm so happy you guys found me. That just makes my day. And then that's one promotion. And then two, if you are a new stamper, you might want to consider getting the Baby Boss. This is a Stampin' Cut and Emboss die cutting machine, and it's on sale right now for $65.50. The regular price is $82, so that's a pretty good deal. And we also have a whole bunch of dies that are on sale, 20% off. Now, if you're getting like 10 dies and a machine, consider getting the starter kit, because it's only $135. You get $165 in product, no shipping or GST. And on April 1st, it's so sad because shipping's going up on pretty much everything. There's a lot of stuff going up. So you want to get all your goodies before that happens. And also we've got some in colors that are retiring. So you want to get those today. I have a feeling they're going to sell out immediately. That's going to be my favorite. Misty Moonlight. Say bye-bye to Misty Moonlight. Look how beautiful that color is, right? Bumblebee. Look at Bumblebee. What else do we have? Magenta Madness, Just Jade, and Magenta Madness. Oh, and Cinnamon Cider. I love those colors. I might have to put an order in today and stock up, you guys. Anyway, these are some cards that this was actually our mystery challenge card that I made at our Crafting Crew stamp night. When you have the starter kit through me, we have a great team and we just get together and stamp monthly, so it's super fun. And then I wanted to show just these cute little stamps, or these cute cards. So this is made with Easter Friends. I love Easter Friends. And then this one is from my friend Nancy. Is Nancy on here? Nancy's here. Nancy, beautiful card. Look at this, right? And my friends have also sent me other ones. I just don't know where they are. This one was perfect because it uses the product suite I'm focusing on today. So that's why I wanted to share this one. And then two, if you guys like to just have fun, on April 9th, I run a CNC card class. And these are the projects. So it's going to be 2 cards. It's going to be a little diaper fold pouch. This is great to use up your designer series paper. And then we're going to have a Cookies by George in a box for you, and you're going to make a cookie card. So those are the projects. April 9th. We get 2 beverages, adult beverages, and we have a cocktail mixologist who will actually show us how to make them. So that's kind of fun. Okay, so let's tuck this aside and I will get to the projects. Now, if anybody has any questions, just let me know. Like I said, oh, Misty Moonlight ink refill is unavailable, Nancy says. Oh, see, it's starting already. The sadness is starting already. Well, I do have a sale once a year, a huge sale for all my customers, friends. I call it a buy one, get one free sale. So what I do is I price all my old bundles. So for example, say this is a $72 bundle. I give it to you. You pay me the $72 and then you order new product for free. Totally free. You just pay shipping and GST. So that is going to be on April 29th. So save the date. I'm going to run it over Zoom so I can hold everything up. And then probably a couple weeks later, I will have an in-person event somewhere. Maybe it'll be in my garage and I'll sell off all my paper. So save that date. April 29th is my Caddy kickoff party / buy one, get one free sale. Okay, so I think we're ready to start stamping, right? You know what? You're not here to have me ramble on, I'm sure. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share with you guys because I don't know what's happening right now in terms of what's retiring. So I thought we would go with the set that I haven't even touched. I can't believe I haven't played with this set. It's a super bundle, we'll call it. And it is the Flowering Field Suite. Does anybody have this or anybody bought a piece of it? I fell in love with the tulips, the flowering tulips, which is $72. Flowering Field tulip stamps and dies are $63. And then the gorgeous paper, we've got some beautiful brush butterflies and some beautiful evening evergreen window pane check ribbon. So that's the suite I'm playing with today. And I'll show you how to do a fancy fold first. But I thought this was super fun. So of course with the starter kit, right, you could get both of these bundles for free and maybe even the package of paper. So that's a pretty good deal. Now what I've done for the Flowering Fields designer series paper is I made myself a little paper sampler. So this is one pattern, the second pattern, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and then I kind of put the coordinating colors on there. And then that's how I like to design my cards. And then I made a little cheat sheet for this tulip dies because when I looked at the dies, I went, what is this? What on earth is this? What do I do with this? So I thought my customers might be kind of wondering that as well. So I'm going to send this out by email. So if you're not on my email list, you're going to want to do that. I'm pretty sure I have a link through my Karinastamps.com page where you can sign up for my newsletter. pretty sure I do. And then I'm just going to send this as a picture that they can download and then keep in their own, for their own supplies. So this is what this die does. Like, the dies are amazing. The stamp set's nice. The dies are amazing. It does a whole border of these beautiful little tulips, and that's what Nancy used on this card. Like, isn't that beautiful? And then she sponged them. And the beautiful designer series paper, the brass butterflies, super cute. Oh, and a duck, right? Who doesn't love that little Easter Friends duck? Just saying, super cute. And then if you put this one, this die shape, with this little petal, you get a bud. And I've actually put some Stampin' Dimensionals in here to make it pop and look more realistic. And then, of course, if you put these three together, you get this beautiful tulip. And then this one makes this tulip. So you get a couple different tulip shapes. You get 2 leaf images, 2 stems, and then kind of a cool background with it. And I forgot to show you the Waves of Inspiration dies. I love how they stack together. And I use 2 different colors to kind of show people how that works. Okay, so let's get rid of that. And I'm going to show you a card that we made last night. Only we made it using the Hey Sports, what is it? Hey Sports fan? What is this called? Something like that. Hey Sports fan? No, it's not a Hey Sports fan. I gotta look it up now. That's gonna drive me crazy. Let's see, let's see. It is called, oh, it is the Sweets Hey Sports fan. But Your Biggest Fan, that's what I was trying to think of. The stamp set's called Your Biggest Fan, and then there's Sports Events dies. So if you have some dies in your life, you may want to consider getting that for them. And this is a card we made. So it's just a belly band with a little bit of an easy pop-up in the center. So let's start with the hardest card first. You know, just because. And then if you're a new stamper, I do have an easy one for you. Okay, so this is my kit that I've prepared, and you can actually join our card class if you live anywhere in Canada, because I literally mail out the kits with all the pieces pre-cut and scored. My classes are always free with a $35 order. $35 order, and most times you need some glue or adhesive or something, right? Okay, so the very first thing you want to do for this card is you want to take your card base. It's 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. We're going to score it at 2 1/8 and 6 3/8. And it should just meet up in the middle. So I see I have a little bit of a space. So let's just pull this over. It doesn't look like it's totally correct, but you know what? I'm okay with that. It's good enough. And then I've taken 2 Highland Heather pieces. And it is, let's see, 1 7/8 by 5 1/4, and I put them in the brand new gingham embossing folder. Isn't that beautiful? You don't have to do much when the embossing folders make it beautiful and do all the work for you. So we're just going to attach that onto the little front panel of our card. So I've got 2 of these, and you'll notice that I am using liquid glue. The reason for that is I am card challenged and all my stuff goes on crooked. So I really like to have a little bit of wiggle room, and I can just move things around and straighten them out. So that's why I like this glue. Plus, it's $5.50. Hello, that's a really good price. Okay, so that is that part of the card. Now let's do the inside first. So you want to take a piece of designer series paper that is 4 inches by 8 inches, and we're going to score it in 3 places. So you can follow along and grab a piece of paper with me if you like. So we're going to score it at 2 inches. This is my scoring blade up here. I love the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer. If you're looking for a paper trimmer, this one is, I think, the best on the market. So 2 inches, 4 inches, and 6 inches. Okay, now what you have it like scored pretty much in the middle, right? And then you have it scored at the sides. Now what we're going to do is take your middle part, and we need to do 2 diagonal score lines. Now we'll see how this works, because it's kind of hard to tell with this beautiful paper. It could be a little bit off, but I like to line up the points in the track of my trimmer. We'll see. If it's a little crooked, you know what? I'm totally fine with that. My cards are not perfect. They're just made with a lot of love. I'm trying to feel where it is. Okay, I think this is pretty good. I'll be close. And you could actually just, you know, fold it this way too and not even use a paper trimmer. Okay, and then I've got one more to do. So 4 score lines. And I did 16 of these for my card class, so they really aren't hard to do. Okay, let's just see where that is. I need that point. The point is there. Okay, there we go. So that part of the card is ready to go. And then what I'm going to do is just like I said, just bring up the corners. Let's fold it like this. And you know, if you have a bone folder, you can use a bone folder. I noticed my tip is chipped off. I was abusing this somehow. I have no clue what I did. Okay, and then we're going to fold over the second section, which is over here. I think that looks pretty good. Can you see the beautiful paper? That's where I cut the tulips out of. And then you don't even really have to do anything with them if you just cut the tulip dies from this beautiful paper. Okay, let's just try to, I see them a little off, I think. Don't know. Should be good enough. Okay, and then the center score line, you're just going to make a mountain fold with it. Well, not the center one. I guess it's the 2-inch one and the 6-inch one. And then what happens is we're going to bring these in like so. So these ones are going to go in like this. Give them a little push. Fold this over and go over it with your bone folder. So you've made a triangle on one side. We're going to do the same thing on the other. And then just go over it with your bone folder again. So now we have, kind of looks like Pac-Man mouth in a way, right? And that's going to be the center of our card. Is that not pretty? Now, before I attach that, I want to put something on the inside. So I've taken a piece of 2.5 by 2.5 basic white cardstock. And I'll put this on my blog, my Karinastamps.com blog, if you want all the measurements and you don't want to watch the whole video again. Although, why wouldn't you want to stamp virtually with me? We'd have a lot of fun together. Just saying. Okay, so let's see. Do I need a tulip or anything there? I put stars on this one, right? That one had stars. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it blank because I don't really know what I want to say yet. I can always add it after the fact. I'm thinking maybe a little tulip at the side. Maybe I will just put this little one here. Okay, let's do this one. And let's do it in a Highland Heather ink. Easy peasy. Hello, Cindy. Karen said handmade something. Let's see here. Handmade, not Hallmark. That's true. That is so true, Karen. All my cards, if you watch any of my videos, I always make mistakes. And I'm good with that. And I think most people who get a card from me are good with that too. It's made with love. You just can't put that into a card. Okay, so I'm just going to add some adhesive on the back. You can see where I put my liquid glue. If I put it too close to the edge, it's going to smoosh out and cause a lot of problems. Okay, now this is at an angle. And it just kind of fits right in there. Is that not fun? Okay, now what I'm going to do is we're going to attach this on the inside of the card. And I'm just centering it. So you'll notice I have, I don't know, is that like a 1/4 of an inch on each side? And then kind of get it centered here would be, what, 3/4 of an inch maybe? I don't know. I wasn't that particular with my other one. I'd say maybe 3/4 of an inch. And what I'm going to do is add my glue on the back. And again, I'm using my liquid glue because then I can stand up and actually see where I'm placing this. And let's see. And then what I'm going to do is just close this up. Okay, see, it's off a little bit. Okay, don't do, oh yeah, we don't do the back. Don't do the back. Oh well, the back's sticky. So if you're making one of these, don't do the back. You actually put the glue on this side. So we're going to try this again. Now, I wonder, it's still a bit sticky, but I'm going for it. Okay, let's put it here. And then I think if I open it up right away, it's going to be okay. So what you want to do is you can have it glued to the back. You just don't have to. I guess it's optional. But you know what? That actually, okay, changed my mind. I do like the back. What do you think of that? Because this one is not glued in. See, it's free, floating free. But it does tuck it down nicely. Super cute. So here is the question. To glue down the back or not to glue down the back, that is a question of the day. Okay, let's see here, ladies. So the next thing we're going to do is decorate this beautiful panel. Maybe I'll put together the belly band first. So this piece is 1 inch by 11. I think it only has to be 10 inches really, but I was too lazy to really snip it off. So I figure this is good enough. And I'm just going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to score beside the card. I don't want it too tight. And then what's going to happen is it will fold over. And like I said, I don't want it too tight, so maybe I'll even move it over just a smidge. You can see how long it is. I think I could take off for sure 1 inch. So if you cut it at 1 inch by 10, you should be good. And I got to make sure it's going to slide. Otherwise, I'll have problems. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is take my handy dandy tear and tape adhesive. We're just going to tack this down. If you need a wonderful tool or something for a crafty friend, if you need a gift, I highly recommend the Take Your Pick tool. I use it on everything. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that it's not too tight. There, slides on and off. Perfect. And then we're going to cover it up with this. Oh no, I think we should cover it up with this. Don't you think we need some tulips on the front? I think so. You can see on this one, I use some designer series paper as well. You can also just use some dark colored cardstock and put it in the, we have one, it's not a timber embossing folder. I think it's in the main catalog, but I use it all the time. I just can't think of the name of it right now. Okay, so there we go. What do you think? Pretty fun? And then what we're going to do is build our tulip flowers. So let's bring in my tulip building template. Okay, so it looks like I got this one here. And then I need a center. Maybe I'll do different. Yeah, I want different colors. So let's put that in here. Just do a teeny little bit of glue so I can still move things around. Put this here, and then you could put it in behind, but I think I'll just put mine right in front of my little tulip. You can see you still got wiggle room because of the liquid glue. So we'll just put a little bit here. You can use glue dots too if you don't want the wiggle room. Totally up to you. You build your tulip however you would like. And then what I did was take a mini glue dot. Let's just see if there's any comments, any questions. I think we're good. And this is my dimensional picker-upper. And I'm just going to put a dimensional on this end. And can you see how it gives a beautiful lift to the tulip? It makes it look more 3D by doing that. So I thought that was kind of fun. And then to close this up, because I added a dimensional, I think I should grab a glue dot. So let's get one of those. Ooh. The glue dots changed a little bit, so I never know what side they're going to be on, the left or the right, the left or the right. Okay, so there is one tulip. And then this is the next little tulip. So this one matches this one on the diagram. So it looks like, oh, it's a bud. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Okay. I don't think I've made a bud yet. I have not. And again, I could, maybe I will put another dimensional on it. That way my tulips are going to look more 3D. So let's put one here. And then I'll put a glue dot on the other side. If I can grab it. Come on, little glue dot. There we go. And then we're going to put this on the other side, and then it's ready to go. Okay, so there is my little bud. And then this is the final shape. Look at that one. Now it folds over like this. So we need to add a little bit of glue on the inside for this one. And of course, this is using the Designer Series paper, the Flowering Fields Designer Series paper, but you could easily just use solid color cardstock. All I did was take a sponge and just sponge the edges of it. So it just shows you how you can change it up a little bit. You don't have to use designer paper, but it does look super cute. Okay, so those are my flowers. Now it looks to me like I did not need 3 flowers, but let's get the flowering tulip stem. We need a couple stems, and I'm using my Pear Pizzazz ink. So we're just going to pop it from the top. Let's see, we'll pop it from the top like so. Open it up, and then I'm going to be stamping on my desktop, and I really don't want that. So I'm going to pull in my grid paper. And let's see, where should we have the flowers? What do you think? Should we have one there, or should I do a bud this time? I don't know if I love the bud. Do you like the bud? Okay, let's go like this. So there's one. Or can the bud go down here maybe? And then we'll go maybe up here. I don't know. Sometimes when you're stamping, you just got to go with it. Oh, that turned out quite pretty. I'm happy with that. But it looks a little bald. Don't we need some leaves? So I have one of the leaves already done up. So let's just go like this. And then we'll do another one here. A little bit lower down. And then we're done that. So you can see how you can create a beautiful card pretty quick. And then we're just going to add some glue there. And then we'll put one on here. And I'm okay if it's hanging off my stitched scallop rectangle. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Let me close this up. We'll put this card together. And then it's going to go like so. Isn't that pretty? I love the colors. So this could be an Easter card. Okay, let's put this here. Happy Easter. It could be Happy Mother's Day. There's a Happy Mother's Day sentiment that comes in this card. What do you think of that? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways. Okay, and then I think what I would do is just stamp a sentiment that says, just thinking of you. Oh, I even have an extra one over here. It's kind of big. But you know what? Let's just tack that down for now. I'm just going to put it on with probably a dimensional. Because I think I want Happy Mother's Day. I think if I do a skinny Happy Mother's Day, it will look better. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's do that really quick. I'm trying to keep my video fairly short, so we'll see how I do. Okay, Happy Mother's Day. And I have one of these here, so let's get some purple ink. Happy birthday would be really pretty too, right? But I love it when stamp sets have multiple greetings, and I don't have a Happy Mother's Day that is small and skinny like this. That's why I kind of bought it. And I own every single flower set Stampin' Up! Has. Well, pretty much. There's very few. Now, it is a little bit crooked, but you know what? I'm okay with that. And I think my mom will love this. And my sister-in-law just had a birthday recently, so I like to give her a bunch of cards that she can use too. They make great gifts. Okay, so that is my card. I could bling it up. I could add ribbon. I could use, you know, some bling on the side, but I think I'm just going to leave it, and then we'll go on to the next card. Okay, that is step 1. Fancy fold card. Super fun. And then the next card I'm going to show you, we'll just tuck that over here. If I can find my card kit, is going to be, what is this one? Oh yeah, this one's super cool. Okay. Oh my gosh. Now, when I first saw this, a friend of mine said to me, we don't live in Holland. What do we need this set for? Well, we don't. However, it is super fun to use, and I'm going to show you how this goes together really, really fast. Now I have to do it on here because I'm going to be stamping off a little bit. I've already pre-cut these. So look at these cute little dies and images. You get these cute little clouds. It's got these cute little trees. I did a little bit of ribbon. I already, cut this out. Maybe I'll just show you. Should I do that one first? No, I'll wait. Okay, let's get a piece of Whisper White cardstock. I made this one a bit smaller. I cut it down to 3 3/4 by 5. And I'll show you why in a second. I just got to move this out of the way or I'm going to have a big disaster on my hands. Okay, so what you need to do with this one, if you like just stamping, not doing tons of embossing, this one is really, really fun to play with. Okay, the dies are very strange. So you've got this piece that looks like this. And you're going to stamp your first color about here. I want to kind of leave room for my windmill. I think that looks good. I thought that the pale papaya was a little bit dark on my card. I didn't like the orange and the red and the purple. So I'm going to go yellow this time. Again, you can just put pressure on the top of your pad to push it up. If you want to order anything from me, you can get a free ink pad right now if you're ordering over $100. But don't order till tomorrow at 1 o'clock to get the sale items. I'd have no clue what's going to be on sale, but hopefully it'll be good. Now I'm going to pull it off to the side. You can see how I'm kind of lining it up on my grid paper. We do sell grid paper. Stampin' Up! Sells it in a package. I think it's around $18, something like that. Okay, so that is the very first one. And then you start building it out from here. So I'm going to take my Highland Heather. And if you're wondering where I got the colors from, I took them right from the paper pack. The Designer Series paper pack, that is. Right, so yellow was not in there. So saffron's not in there, but the other colors are. Okay, and I'm going to ink it up this way because I just find I get better coverage. You can see how I kind of goofed this one up, but it's still so pretty. Nobody's even going to notice. Now, let's go like this. Give it a good press. Ooh, perfect. Why couldn't I do this last night when I was designing my sample? I was stamping challenged. Maybe it was just too late. Okay. And then the next color, doesn't that look cool? Right? And pretty easy. So the next color is going to be Poppy Parade. So I'm not even really stamping this off because it's purple. Highland Heather looks really dark because I just re-inked my ink pads. That's why they're so juicy. Okay, and I have to stand up to see this one. Okay, there we go. A little bit of a space, but you know what? It's totally fine. Who thinks that this is a cool card? I know I'm probably going on a bit longer. So if you can't stay for the whole video, you can always watch the replay. I'm assuming once I do a live, it will let me record it. Hopefully it's recording it. If not, I'll just, I don't know, do another video and just upload it again. It's all good. Okay, now I have one left and I want to use Petal Pink, which is, got a little bit of orange in it. An orangey pink. Isn't that fun? Now, because it's this last one, if I just stamp it like this, I'm going to have a huge space. So we have to do a little bit of masking. So let's go like this. So I'm going to put this one right about here, I think. And then I'll get another Post-it note. I get these from Staples. If anybody's wondering where I get these nice long ones from. Okay, and then I'm going to ink this up in Petal Pink. And can you notice how I'm inking it up upside down? Because then I don't get these edges. Okay, and then I have to pull this up all the way. Ooh, looks like it's almost not wide enough, but we'll just go for it. Okay, what do you think? Not bad. Okay, there we go. I have a little bit of space here, but you know what? I'll just put my sentiment down there and it'll cover it up and then it'll be all good. Okay, so that takes care of the beautiful tulip fields that I've done. Now we need to create a bit of a sky. So one thing, if you're new, I highly recommend that you buy a package of blending brushes. They come in a package of 3. And they're just amazing. There's nothing else to be said about them. They're just a must-have stamping tool. And I like to pick up the ink, brush off a little bit, and then go on to my project. Now, if you don't dab it off, you're going to get a big blotch, which doesn't really look that attractive unless you're going for a blotchy look. You know, maybe it is a blotchy sky. Skies are not even. So that's could just look like a cloud. But see, isn't that easy? And then I thought, well, I think we need some trees in here. So let's get Pear Pizzazz again. And we're just going to stamp some trees. So I already colored my windmill. Oh, where'd my windmill go? Let's see if it's hiding under here. Oh, that's bad news, you guys. Okay, someone direct me to the left, to the right. Where did my windmill go? Let me just check here. If not, I'll just put the windmill on after because I have a sample for you guys to look at. Yeah, it'll appear. Okay, so I know I want to stamp my little trees here. Okay, so I got one little tree is going to go right here, and I'm just stamping it, you know, close to the little line. And then this big tree, I want the trunk of the tree to be brown. So how I can do that is take a Stampin' Write marker, and then I can take a blender pen. Anybody ever use blender pens? I don't use these very often. But what I'm doing is I am removing the ink. And then I just go on scrap paper and brush it off. You can actually color with these as well. That's what I was going to do with my windmill when it shows up. Things only disappear on videos. Okay, so I'm going to use the brush tip. Now it's brown, and then we'll just stamp our tree right there. Okay, there we go. Done. I can put this away. Oh, I found my windmill. There we go. It's hiding. Okay, now I want to add a little bit of brown on that. So I'm actually going to use crumb cake. And you can squeeze your pad like this, and it leaves a pool of ink on the top of the lid. Then you can take your blender pen. And I'm just going to add a little bit of color along the side of my windmill. And I'm just kind of coloring this where I think the line should be. And what it does is it just gives a little bit of definition to my little windmill tower here. Okay, I think that's good. And then to clean it, you have to go back on your scrap paper. See how it's got brown on it? And then once it starts running clear, you're done and you can put it away. Okay, so this card is almost done. We just need to pop up the windmill with 2 Stampin' Dimensionals. We'll put one here, one here. I could put them, I guess I could put them all around. Do I want to do that? Do you guys want to watch that? Probably not. You guys want to start stamping with your windmill stamp set. So I'll be very curious to see if this one rolls over or if it's being discontinued, because it was on back order forever, which is why I did not do any videos on it, because I thought that's kind of mean to show you guys something that you can't get. But super cute. Okay, let's put my windmill here, and then I got these cute little clouds. So my clouds are going to go right here. Ta-dum! There you go. I'll kind of put it under the windmill bits. And then I have another little cloud right here. And then some other fun images in this die set is it has a little bike. I started cutting this out to make a cheat sheet for you guys, and then I went, whoa, this is way too much work. Okay, it's got a bike. Right? We could have a little bike here. It just have to be stamped in a different color. Then we have a big windmill. So you would stamp maybe this in crumb cake and this one in an early espresso to go on. And then you can use, it's got a little hole on the, what's this called? The windmill spinner part? Anybody know? And then you can just attach that. Okay, so we have this. I'll just throw this together very quickly for you guys, and then another card will be done. If anybody loves these cards and wants to place an order of $100 or more, I am happy to send you the card kit, because then you can go back and watch this video to put your cards together. Right, but you have to have the stamp sets, because I cannot send stamped pieces to you, just the die cut pieces. So the tulip card would actually be fine, right? Because I'm sure everybody has a different sentiment they can use. Okay, which one do you like better? With the white showing or less white showing? I think I like more white showing. So this is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And then the other one is cut, oh, isn't that interesting? 3 3/4 by 5. And then the other one is cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay, so I'm just doing my little sentiment here, just thinking of you today. And we're just going to pop that up really quickly. And after making this, I could make 20 of these cards. I think I want to do all different colors, rainbow colors, because it's so pretty. I'll just stick that down here. This one, I just did a bow off to the side. I did not put it in between or behind the sentiment. So what do you think? Do you guys like this card? And there we go. So that's the second card finish with the tulips. Yeah, definitely I love this one better. I did a little better job stamping as well. Okay, and then the final one is super fast. Now I started doing a technique with it. So this was, I stamped on a block. I took my spritzer. I spritzed the block and put shimmering white cardstock on top. But I didn't like how I have to pop it up. I didn't like how how the blue shows through the tulip petals. So I changed my mind. So this will be a card for another day. But I did stamp this one to make a card. So this is kind of a beginner card that you can do. I did step it up by using the scalloped contour dies because, you know, the Baby Boss is on sale and this die here will fit through this machine. So I thought that was pretty fun. Okay, so let's just do stamping with this set, because look at all the great stamped images that it has. It's got 3 different flowers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sentiments that you can use. I think it's a very versatile set. You can use 2 colors of ink, but I'm going to use the stamp technique called stamping off. So step 1 with this one is we get our, I don't know which flower this is, but we'll stamp it off and then we'll put it on over here. Okay, and see how it creates a lighter shade. And then I'm going to do the second image full strength. Now I have to stand up to stamp. I don't know if you guys do that, but otherwise I'm really crooked. Okay, and that way we have 2 shades of Poppy Parade. And then this one I'm going to stamp off again. Stamp off. Put it over here. Oop, got on this card. Oops. That's okay. I'll put a rhinestone or something. Isn't that what rhinestones are for? To cover up little boo-boos? Okay. I don't like that. I should have put it in the middle, so now I'm going to do another one. Okay, now I like it. See, you really, truly can't mess this up. Okay, let's use this as my little stamp pad here, and we will get we need some pear pizzazz. Let's close this up so I don't think it's pear pizzazz and have a little mistake again. Okay, we're just going to stamp 2 little stems really quickly. So here is 1, and then here is the second one. And then it always helps to have a Stampin' Right marker in the same color in case you goof it up. You can just fix it with a marker. Everything's fixable. I don't know if you've ever stamped with me before, but everything is truly, truly fixable. And then it has this wee little image for the center of this tulip. And I should have black. Here's my black memento right here. And it looks like it fits right about there. So isn't that easy? And then I've got my pieces cut. So this will be really quick for you. Okay, so we've already got this cut down. And for all my classes, I prep kits. I just figure I want people to stamp with me and have fun. And I pop them in the mail. In fact, I have a flowering rain boot stamp camp coming up this Saturday. I have a virtual class as well afterwards, after that class, also with flowering rain boots. So I've got some super cute cards designed for those. So that's 9 cards done with the flowering rain boot stamp set. Now, if you're wondering why my paper is cut, I can't remember. I found some scraps, and I think this was part of my paper party kit. So I team up with a demonstrator in the States. Her name is Candy Rattray, and we do a paper party with every new catalog launch. And you get to make 10 projects with PDF tutorial using new paper. And you get a half a package of paper as well. So that will be coming out, I think we chose a date in June. So stay tuned for that. Get on my email list, and that will tell you when all the classes are. So I have a feeling that there was a reason why I did it like that and just didn't cut one piece, but I can't find the original cards, so I just thought it looked super cute. And I had this card base laying around, so we're just going to use up scraps today. And I'll put this one down like so. And if you like or share my, well, I guess you don't like on YouTube. If you share or comment, I'm going to do a draw and I'll mail somebody one of these. I'll mail you the nice card of this. And I also have some product I can give away as well. That's what I normally do on Facebook, except I lost all the names. It was so sad. But that's what happens when you have everything in one place, I guess. On Facebook, that is. Okay, so I'm just going to go like this, and we're just going to pop this up quickly, and then I'll do a quick sentiment, and then my cards are done. So far out of the cards, which one do you like the best? And I should probably see if anybody's commenting. I just assumed... No, I think we're good. Mono Tombow Eraser will remove ink, Nancy says. Thank you, Nancy. I'll have to check that out. I don't think I have one of those. Okay, now I wanted to do the happy birthday sentiment in this. I have so many friends with birthdays this month. Crazy. Okay, let's pull off the tree, and I'll clean this after my video. Okay. Now, I think I would emboss this personally in white, but because I've taken a lot of your time already today, I'm just going to stamp it in black, and we'll see what it looks like. The sentiments I always put on with dimensionals, and then if I don't like them, I literally rip them off and do it again. Or if I need, you know, maybe I don't need a birthday card, maybe I need something else. Okay, it looks like it wasn't centered, so then we'll just strategically snip this off too. Oh my goodness, now that is just perfect. And we'll put in 2 more dimensionals to pop this up. And then you can tell me what you like the best from the cards today. Now, I think this is missing something though. I don't know if I have any of those metallic butterflies. I did a games night and gave butterflies away. But look at, I've got these beautiful rhinestone waves basic jewels. Now these are going to be retiring. So my tip is buy a bunch of these. They're not rolling over into the catalog. And even if you don't have the stamp set, it doesn't matter because they coordinate with so many things. And then take a look at this. This is where I get my take your pick tool, and I get my putty. And I think this color will look, ooh, it's kind of green. I changed my mind. I want the green ones. Ooh, look how pretty that is. Isn't that nice? And I think we'll put one over here. Okay, so those are my 3 cards today made with the Flowering Tulip stamp set. Plus, what's the other one called? The something something windmill. Let's look. This is going to drive me crazy, so I got to get the names right. Flowering Tulips and Tulip Field stamp set. So let's just clear this out of the way. Now, which card did you like the best? Karen said the last card. Interesting. The last card is your favorite. I had quite a few people last night when we did the masculine version of this who liked the fancy fold part. And remember how I said I goofed up by gluing the back down? I don't think I did. I think it works perfectly. So glue the back down. And anybody else have a favorite today that they like? I can't get this in. Ta-dum. Okay, there we go. So those are the 3 cards. Let's just see. Okay, there's no more comments today, ladies. So I think everybody likes all of the cards, I'm assuming. If you have questions about how to make these cards, of course, most of you know how to find me. You can just send me an email or leave a comment on my Karinastamps page, or I'm setting up Facebook, so you can reach out to me there as well. So thanks for joining me, ladies. I had a lot of fun stamping with you, and hopefully you'll take these designs, make a card, send it to somebody that you love, because there's nothing more lovely than getting a card in the mail from your friends. And that's why we have all these swaps in our crafting crew stamp group and stuff, because I love seeing what my friends make for me. So thank you so much for joining me. You guys have an amazing day. And I will see, I think I can shut it off here. Bye.